tiger sharks versus bull sharks. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I recently got this from a viewer. I think the bull shark is the most aggressive one, but I could be wrong. I would like to know more about bull sharks. We see a lot of tiger sharks, but when I see attacks on humans, it's mostly bull sharks that I hear about, and I'd like to know the truth about them. So let's talk about bull sharks, tiger sharks, and for good measure, we'll throw in great hammerheads. We'll also see what the International Shark Attack File says. So let's talk about that, the tiger shark and the bull shark. Tiger sharks, when you're diving with them, tend to move slowly. They're easy to watch as they come to you and come away from you, and we use a buddy team to keep an eye on all the sharks. Tiger sharks are very interactive. They're going to come to you. They're probably going to bump your camera, but it's easier to watch because they're moving slowly. When it comes to bull sharks, I've been in the water with 24 bull sharks during the day and about the same number at night, if not more, because we couldn't get a count because it was night. Bull sharks tend to move fast, and that's really the difference. When a shark is moving fast, it's just a lot to watch. There's a lot going on. To give you an idea, we can stay underwater for a fairly long time with tiger sharks. We did a night dive with bull sharks, and after 20 minutes, we were so exhausted, we were like, okay, we have all the footage we need, let's go back to the boat. So I nodded to the producer and we went back to the boat. At Tiger Beach with tiger sharks, you tend to spend many more hours there because it's shallower, number one, but again, because the sharks, they're a photographer's dream. They're moving slowly, they're coming to the camera, they give you those great tiger shark winks, and it's just a very easy animal to work with. In fact, you have all the Caribbean reef sharks and lemon sharks, and as I've said before, they tend to fade away in the background so you can really focus on getting quality tiger shark footage. Same with the bull sharks, you can get great footage of bull sharks, just tends to be more intense during the day or at night. Now let's talk about one other shark I'd like to discuss, and that's the great hammerhead. We can spend a lot of time with great hammerheads underwater, but again, there are not that many of them. The great hammerhead, maybe 2 or 3 at most. They'll come in. Thing about a great hammerhead is it will turn on a dime. So you really have to keep an eye on, if one goes that way, they could turn and come do a pass right by you the other way. So great hammerheads can move fast, and that's really the difference in dealing with the great hammerhead. If you look at the International Shark Attack File, they say that the great white shark is the shark that's responsible for the most deaths. But there have been cases where a person has actually been bit by a bull shark, but to a lot of people, every shark is a great white shark, so they blame a bull shark bite on a great white shark. But great white comes in number 1. Number 2 is a tiger shark. Again, we're underwater with them. We're in relatively clear water. If the water wasn't clear, we wouldn't dive with them. And because the water's clear, because we can make eye contact with them, if you want a shark to swim away from you, all you have to do is stare it down. And the shark will look at you and say, wow, that's an apex predator, I'm going the other way. So when you make eye contact with the tiger shark, very important to make eye contact with the tiger shark, they'll say, okay, I'm going the other way. When you make eye contact with the tiger shark, sometimes that will get them to kind of turn away. Now there's some tiger sharks that'll come at you, they look at your eyes, they're coming at you no matter what, and that's why we have the big camera and we can gently push them away. Bull sharks will make eye contact with you and come in no matter what. Hammerheads, because a lot of people look at a hammerhead and they see that very strange head and just this incredible, powerful body. And people say, oh my God, that must be a man-eating shark because of the way it looks. But in reality, great hammerheads are, again, one of the easiest, gentlest sharks to work with, even over a tiger shark. Been doing this for 20 years, and when I think about my experience with tiger sharks, bull sharks, great hammerhead sharks, lemon sharks, Caribbean reef sharks, oh, and don't forget oceanic whitetips. Oceanic whitetips are, again, a very interactive shark like a bull shark, And when you're diving with oceanics, you tend to be in the open ocean at about 15 feet of water. There's 4,000 feet of water below you. So you could have oceanic whitetips come up. So the oceanic whitetip is another shark that it's a more advanced shark diving. You have to really know what you're doing when it comes to the oceanic whitetip. You know, when it comes right down to it, when you're diving with all these sharks, a lot of people will see these videos, see this beautiful shots coming in. I treat every dive like it's the first dive. I sit through all the safety briefings. Even though I've done 20 years worth of safety briefings, I treat every dive like it's the first dive because I'm there to get good PR from the sharks. And if anything happened to me, it would not be good PR for the sharks. So that's what I really tend to focus on is how can I do this safely and bring back beautiful footage to you so you can appreciate this animal as much as I do, because tens of millions of sharks are killed every year due to overfishing, and it's really up to shark divers, people getting in the water with them, to say, this is an animal, it serves a key role in the ocean, and it needs to be protected. It needs to be protected. So thanks for your questions. I love your comments. If you like the video, please hit like, please subscribe. And as always, I'm George Schellinger for the Shark Task Force, because why wait a whole year for just 1 week on sharks? We'll see you next time.